Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 8. How crazy are the 21 days of flow? It's amazing how time is flying and we're already on day 8. A week has passed already, guys. I'm really excited too about this. So, hey, everybody. For those of you joining me, make sure you say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello, say hello. Hey, guys. Awesome. So, guys, today I want to talk about what happened when I didn't hit my numbers. And I want to talk a little bit about around what do you do when what you want doesn't happen, when you don't achieve the goals you want to achieve, especially when it comes to numbers and tangible goals like that, right? Like a number in a program or a money number, like all these things, right? So it is super, super important. So welcome. Hey, my love. Hey, Nai. Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Who is excited for it to be Monday? I love Mondays. You know, I used to dislike Mondays so much until I realized that I could create my dream days, and I decided that Monday's gonna be the best day ever. You know, why not? Why not? We get to make that choice, right? Hey, Cynthia. Hey, guys. Okay, so let's go into the story of today. Let's go into what I want to share with you today. So what do you do when you do not hit your numbers? What do you do when you do not achieve the goal that you want to hit? Now, here's the thing. I want to show you a little bit of my personality. I'm a person who is a very go-getter person. I'm dominant. I can be intense as well, right? Here's the issue with that. When I don't achieve what I want, right? Like it really in the past, clearly I'm trying to like be mindful of how I'm sharing this with you guys. It has triggered me, right? In the past, when things have not gotten the way I wanted to go, it has triggered me in the past. So here's what I've realized from this. And I want you to know this background of who I am, kind of like my personality, because you might be similar or you might not be similar. You might be like the most flowing person ever. And if so, that is amazing too. But, you know, recently I had put a number goal. I had set a number that I wanted to hit in my business, right? And I was intense about it. I was focused on it. I knew I was going to hit it, right? Like, it was like, I was playing all my cards as if, but here's the situation though. I put so much energy in it that I forgot to play the game of why I was doing it, right? And, you know, in the first day of these 21 days of flow, I spoke about that. You know, I spoke about the importance of getting clear of your why and how it's important to focus on that when you're building and growing your business, especially when you want to hit your goals, especially with money goals and with number goals, like number of clients, number of whatever, right? It is so crucial, guys, and it is so important. Like, literally, guys, I cannot stress the importance of this. It is that important, okay? And here's the thing. I did not hit it. And the old Sherina, right? The Sherina who had not done the development work, the personal development work, like all this different work, would have gotten really, really triggered. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. In the moment, I was like, oh, my God, like, oh, I didn't hit it. And it was kind of a moment as well of frustration. It was a mix of feeling, frustration and relief. Relief because, okay, done, right? Like, now what's next, right? Frustration because I didn't hit what I wanted to hit, or I didn't hit where I wanted to go, right? It's like, oh. But here's what I learned about this. Everything happens for a reason. You know, that moment of frustration, relief, I was like, okay, I have a choice here to stay frustrated or to do something powerful with this, to do something good with this, right? What should I do? And I was actually, I'm going to be honest with you guys, like the side of frustration was weighing more. It was weighing so much more. Like, I really just wanted to like give up, scream, kind of like shout and be like, ah. But here's the key. Here's what I've learned around leadership. When you set something, when you set a goal, when you set a declaration, you hit it, right? And if you don't, you get to take responsibility and renegotiate it, right? As a leader, it's really important that we stay true with ourselves and keep our words. And this is something that one of my mentors early on always said, keep your word, like be honest with yourself, be generous with yourself, and be real with yourself. Because if you tell yourself lies, if you say you're gonna hit something and you don't, and you tell yourself lies and don't acknowledge it or don't take responsibility of it, your brain thinks you're lying. And what happens in that case is that when your brain thinks you're lying, your brain starts organizing everything where you lie all the time. You know what I mean? Like, where you're always like lying, or your brain, your energy, your thing is not helping you, right? Like, it's not helping you reach your goals because it's like sabotaging you left, right, center, right? Like, it's all over. And I remember this moment, in this moment of the number hitting. And I was like, you know what? I get to take responsibility. So I acknowledged that. I acknowledged I took responsibility and I renegotiated. You know, I told my team, like, you know what? We didn't hit it. The time we said we were going to hit it, we get to negotiate. Let's give ourselves more time. Or, you know, what do you guys think happened here? Like, what was the gap that I'm not seeing? And, you know, we brainstormed together, figured out what was going on, and we set a new, you know, goal. And here's what I've learned about this goal setting, especially when it comes to numbers, and in our Money Flow Mastery program, I teach this a lot. It's like, set numbers, but like putting deadlines on numbers, you got to really be careful, because sometimes the deadlines can create so much anxiety and stress on you that it can take you out of the gig. And I've seen this happen so much time. So what I did with this, like I set a date, but I said it's going to be to discuss, like it's going to be negotiated, right? Like this date and or something better. And guess what? Days after, I hit the number, like before the date and over the number, right? And it made me realize about resistance. We work better when there's no resistance. You got to be careful when you set numbers, when you set goals like that. You gotta take a moment and notice yourself, how you feel about it, and notice that, right? Like notice, and here's the thing, it's all about that resistance and that blockage, like that thing. Like I've seen myself so many, when I put that number and it's like intensity and it's like I don't feel good, I do not hit it. But when I feel good and I'm flowing with it, feels amazing, I always hit it and in flow. So that's what happened when I didn't hit my numbers. And that's my main lesson that I learned. What I learned was that I get to create what I want to create, and I get to make it a win or a loss. Like instead of feeling bad about it, I actually created a win out of it. I said, wow, thanks to this, I learned this. And thanks to this, we set another goal that we did hit. You know what I mean? So it's super important to realize that. And here's the other thing I want to share with you guys today in the 21 days of flow. You know, part of life is flowing in it. You know, these past days, we've been talking about persistence, that mindset, discipline. It's all very important. Keeping your word is very important. Taking responsibility is very important, very, very important. But it's also part of trusting in higher power. You know, the other day, a client was telling me that she did the sales call and she had signed like a big client. You know, one of her first clients, a big client. She was excited. The person had not signed, neither had the person paid. I told her, we will celebrate when she pays and signs. Like, this is good. This is telling me that you're getting stronger in your leadership. Your energy is attracting these things, attracting yeses. But let's just not, you know, let's just go with it. I've learned that, and it's so funny how that always happens. And the person emailed, this potential client of this client, emailed her saying that she was not going to continue with the service, meaning she was not going to sign. She wasn't going to pay that because she something came up, right? An objection came up. And my client started spinning and spinning and spinning and feeling horrible and horrible and horrible. And in conversation with her, I was like, you know, this used to happen to me all the time, like where I used to spin and feel horrible, basically, right? Because like it was like so much like this was the way, like again, a controller. But here's the other thing, then here's what I coached her on. I said, look, what if, again, maybe this is an opportunity for you to get better at your objections, right? She's not said no. She's giving you just an objection. Now you get to be stronger in your objection clearing, right? And help her find a solution. And also trust the process. Because here's the thing. While you're building a business, you will face rejections. You will face no's. You will face missed goals and numbers. You will face it. Get over it, right? And I say this with so much love. It is part of the process. But it's your attitude towards it, right? And I told, like, what if it's for the best case? Like, what if this is for the best? Like, let it go. Like, let that pressure go and start focusing on what can really create a difference for you, and serve the person. Connect to service and serve the person in front of you and be detached, you know? If she's your client, awesome. If she's not, awesome. Trust that it's all working out. It's like really having that mindset of trust and believing it's all going to work out. And she did that. She had a conversation with this person. She helped this person solve their objection. Guess what? The person signed, paid, and is one of her best clients, right? And this could have gone either way, right? This could have gone in the other way where the person did not sign, right? But here's the thing, having that attitude. So I think this is really important, having this mindset and thinking and attitude when you're building your business and setting goals. And this is something that I always tell my clients all the time, like, don't put that pressure on you where it's going to kill you, right? Like, relax, you know, take a breath, you know, like, take a breath. It's okay. Like, no one's gonna die tomorrow. You get to go, you get to get better, knowing it's all happening for your good as well. And always with that intention and prayer, you know, for the highest good of everyone involved. I think that's really important to have that intention and prayer, because you will see the miracles that start happening with that. It's so cool, and it is so powerful. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Hey, Tiffany, hope you guys have enjoyed day 8 of the 21 days of flow. It's been an honor and pleasure to be here with you guys today. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Again, these 21 days are here to support you in creating, you know, like really mastering your energy, your mindset around money, around everything, so you can create an epic life and business. Because here's the cool thing about this. Yes, I'm a business coach. Yes, I help you with money. But I see when you start working one area of your life, every single area of your life starts shifting. It is amazing. So it's important to notice that. It's important to remember that we are all rounded in that way as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And it's going to be a great day. Have an awesome day, awesome Monday. Bye, ladies. Yes, Tiffany, it is literally a ripple effect. It's so cool. It is so cool.